Hola, hola, hola. Buenos dias. Hello, welcome, bonjour. Comment ça va? Moi, bien. Hope everyone's having a good day. I had a great day. Was in the garden doing some gardening. Love it. I love it. I'm a gardener. I said that in one of my videos. I know I plant seeds with people, but I do it outside too because I friggin' love plants. They set me free for real. They're like my pets. Seriously. They're quite well, Sharon. Yeah, they're great for me. They set me free. They give me life, and because they are life, so I love them, and I've just come to like really enjoy watching them grow and like just nurturing them. Really, you know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool to give life to life that's already existing. It's really fun. Um, Today I had a big project. Got a piece of yard, like I live in Vancouver. In my backyard, I've got a space, like a nice garden space. Actually, it's like probably like I don't know. I'd say like 150 square feet. It's really nice, but it was completely like, covered in weeds, like deep, like dandelion weeds. I generally don't like to mess with the dandelions because they're the first flower that sprouts for the bees. Little piece of advice for y'all taking out dandelions. Don't be spraying shit on them, man. The bees need them. But the space is going to be used to plant fruits and vegetables. So I compromised in that manner because I'm going to plant more life. But I didn't like doing it. To be honest with you, I know it's stupid, but whatever. But it was a big task. It was a lot of work. And I started doing it, and I just started in one corner. I didn't look at the big picture, you know? I just started with one area and I took the shovel and I just got into it, you know what I mean? For me, I enjoyed it. I actually, I put love into it, so I loved it. Um, but rather than look at the job as a whole and just go, this is too much, God, it's going to take me all day, whatever the case may be. I thought it was applicable in everyday life. I value people over money. I care about humans, like genuinely. I really do. With all the hardships that I had in my life, people are something that I really care a lot about. Mental health is something I care a lot about. I get a lot of mental health in my family, and I work with people quite often with it. But I try to use my everyday experiences as a way to associate um, ideas, really. Just associate connection, really, but then share ideas, that I have. Like, I always look to nature, I always look to experience to kind of give me lessons. And if I learn something, I like to share it, And I know that a lot of people, I talk a lot about change, and I know a lot of people want to change. And I know that, they struggle with that, to change and why they can't do it. So I wanted to like talk about how to get to the destination. And the destination doesn't have to be something on the outside. I hope to God it isn't. I hope that you're looking inside. Because everything you need happens inside. And you're going to find all the answers in there. But it's funny, the work that we do on the outside, somehow we push through it. We make every excuse not to fix the things inside. And maybe it's because things are so big on the inside. Because no, I was just going to say up in North America, but no. I'm meeting people from all over the world. It doesn't matter where you come from. Nobody's been talking about emotions. Nobody's been talking about feelings. People feel the same as we feel in North America, over in China, in Japan, in Russia, Argentina, in Chile, everywhere, man. And I'm talking to them. Because I really want to gain an understanding of the world. I'm going to change the world. But in order to change it, you have to experience it. So right now I'm doing that with these social media tools and out in the world, man. I connect all the time. COVID, nothing, man. I get out, because I'm good. I don't, I'm good. So with that, I've been learning a lot about that, and I think it's important to share that. Nobody's talking about feelings. Nobody's talking emotions. No one's having difficult conversations on the outside with loved ones and on the inside with themselves. No one's doing that because the whole world's taught not to do that. I believe the Native Americans were the closest ones to um, living a culturally fulfilled life with the inside and the outside. Japanese as well with the Zen and Buddhism and things like that. They really teach you to look inside and not outside. So not everyone in the world is like that. I certainly can appreciate cultures that do adopt that philosophy, but for many of us, we don't. So let's talk about that. You know, working on ourselves. I care a lot about that. I really do because I was set free. I set myself free. 20 years using heroin, an addiction. I lost children. I lost everything. I lost absolutely everything. I lost myself. I wound up in prison, a few times. Yeah, last one was rough though. So when I was there, I had to seriously. I was left with nothing. No one was even answering the phone anymore. So when it came to that point, I had to look inside and I had to really assess some things. I was given a gift when I was in there. It was a gift of sight, and I was able to see. And I did that by looking inside and just reading the books in there. You know, reading books. I'm not going to identify because there's there's so many books in the world. Find a book that works for you, whatever that is. You know, I read a lot while I was in there. I read a lot of the Bible. I'll say that. Did I adopt everything that I read? No, because I question everything. I'm a Scorpio. I question everything, and I live by truths. That's why it's called Real Talk for an Unreal World. I'm a realist, you know. But I certainly was able to understand some of the fundamentals of what was going on in there. And when I started to just assess my situation with what was going on in there, it worked for me. So that's just me. You know what I mean? And I just do me, you know. I believe in the universe and collective consciousness is what I believe in, and I believe that the God is inside of you, and also Satan's inside of you if you want to see it. Because I had it inside of me for a long time. I just chose to see through those eyes, you know. And today I see through different eyes. I live in the light, which is wonderful because I did the work. So really, you know, if you're looking at your life and you didn't find yourself in the same situation as I found myself in, well, consider yourself kind of fortunate that you still get to lay down in your own bed at night and have thought with yourself, you know, addressing the things that you maybe not like or some things that you have regret about, because God, regret's poison, you know, guilt is poison. These kind of things are poison. Forgiveness is everything. And you know what? Sometimes you got to get it from other people, that's right, but everybody heals differently. So as long as you forgive yourself, and then from that point forward, you live by authenticity, honesty, and love, you're good. And I mean that. Because those three things are wonderful things to help you on your journey to get to the destination. They change everything. And I really mean that. Everything I say, it comes from emotion. When I speak, it comes from emotion, which is why the words just flow. I don't really put thought into this. The idea comes to me. I think about it for a little while, and I just do this because it's weird. I have to. It's just, I have to. And it's great because gifts are meant to be shared. So, and I'm just normal. I'm just a normal guy. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that that's how I can relate with people, is that I'm freaking normal. I'm just like you, you know? Just a dude who works and, you know, like, whatever, man. You know, just trying to find my way. I play in nature a lot. And I certainly respect Mother Nature a lot. I respect this whole design, and I respect the purpose. So I do live with a lot of respect these days. I didn't for a long time. And I didn't live with honesty, and I wasn't very authentic. Not completely, but you know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't me. So today I'm me. And I did that by putting work in. And I haven't arrived at a destination, because even when you do arrive at a certain destination or a goal, a new one starts. You know, once I learned the lesson of addiction and it just became an absolute, that's it, man. I'm on to the next one. Now I'm learning about all this other, you know, life stuff. But I don't let society affect my way of living, my beliefs, you know. I live by 10 rules, and that's it, and they work for me, you know, and it makes me a wonderful human being, I think, you know. I mean, I think I got light and I got energy, and I'm down to share it, you know. That's a fact. only tell the truth these days. So I mean, it's okay to give yourself some positive affirmation as well. You know, rather than looking at problems, look at solutions. That's so important. That's such a beautiful phrase too. I love that. I just heard that. Rather than looking at problems, see solutions. Negativity and positivity, like the whole universe works in harmony, right? Everything has to have balance. That's why we have negativity and we have positivity. But rather than viewing negativity, you just view positivity. There's always a positive if there's a negative because things work in relation. So there has to be. You know what I mean? It's just what you perceive. And like I said before, when I felt like I had the devil living inside of me, it was just me. It was just me perceiving that through these eyes, right? Now I perceive the light and I live in it. And it's, I've said this often in a few of the videos. It's quite interesting to look at some of the things I did look at years ago and think this is hell on earth. It has to be. But today is a much different story. And I certainly haven't arrived at any destinations. I've learned some lessons. I believe the destination is all the same for all of us. Take steps to get there, though. And just, I guess, on the journey, make it the best one that you can. I guess one of the biggest things that I think about is, like, I love people, man. So, like, if you're a human being, a part of the human race, living on planet Earth, you're my family. And I mean that. Because we're all the same, right? I think that's pretty fair to say, I'd say. We're all a part of the same thing. So, it makes us sort of one, right? But, thing that not kills me, but, like, thing I think about, I guess. I guess, it doesn't make me sad, but, like, I certainly want to do what I can to help. So if I say that, thinking about people that arrive to the destination or on their way, on their bed, whatever, let's call it that, and they look back and they go, man, I wish I would have done this. Wish I would have done that. Wish I would have done this. How many of y'all right now, in your life, in your situation, be thinking about things like that? Oh, wish I would have done that when I was 20. Wish I would have done that when I was, whatever. If you're thinking about them things, make a change. Make a change from the inside. You know what I mean? No one controls that. You are totally in control of your own being, your own journey. Destination's the same, man. Journey is different for all of us. But you own it. You get to pick the road you want to go down. You get to pick that road. If you want to smile all the way down that road, do it. Do it. You know what I mean? Seriously. Like, I mean that. They say you only get one shot at this life. Let's just say we're all living in this physical reality right now. Anybody watching this, we're all living in the same physical reality. Okay, cool. So don't you want to make this one the best one? I mean, it's a cool time right now, I don't think we need all this crap that's going on out there, to be honest with you. It's an over-materialized world, I believe. Because you ask me, well, for me personally, I'm down with, like, the lakes, the mountains, everything that was just here before. I really don't need any of this. Ask yourself what kind of attachments you have. Maybe they're holding you back. I don't know. I just want to have conversations, I just, because I care. I really genuinely care. So ask yourself certain questions. Ask yourself, I asked my girl the other day, if we had to throw all this stuff in a garbage tomorrow and leave with our shoes, you good with that? She said, do we get to wear a pair of some clothing? I was like, settle down. But yeah, you get to walk out of here with clothing and shoes. You down? She said, yeah. She's come a long way. She's from Mexico, right? So she had nothing when she came here, so her personal belongings are all she has in the world. And much like, we can associate on a sense. When I was doing drugs and that kind of thing, what I had was all I had, worldly possessions. Many times I lost them all, everything. So it became easier and easier for me just to, flip it and be cool with it. But I didn't have those attachments. And certainly today I'm a thrift store kid, I got a few things that I enjoy to do, but if you took them away from me, I'd be totally cool. I'd be totally fine with it. If I could just self-sustain somewhere, I'd be down with that. But I don't want to do it alone. I want to have communities we can do this together. I want everyone to be involved with this. So purpose doesn't have to be good at trading stocks. Like, that is not life purpose, man. It's not. I mean, that's insane. Even in this physical reality, I don't care. We can change that. We can seriously change that. Shout out to all the painters out there. I mean, I live in Vancouver. 70-story towers. Every apartment is painted the same way. Man goes in there every single day and paints the same walls, the same color, till he hits the 70th floor. If he's lucky, once he gets to the 70th floor and he goes to the next condo, he might get a new color. But generally, they don't. You think that's a purpose in life? Now, to do it with peace and prosperity is a wonderful thing. I think there's something to be said about that, 100%. I think if you can do your job because of the timeline it's taken to get to this point, and that's what we have to do for now, I think if you do that with peace and prosperity, that's a wonderful thing. And I think good on you, honestly. But shout out to the painters out there. I mean, I'm seeing it every day, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, it's wild. It's heavy. It's heavy. I think about it, it's heavy for me, but, they got bills and things, just hollow things, right? The whole idea for this is to build a community. Like, I just want to build a community of like-minded individuals. And if the things I'm saying you can resonate with, hit me up. Share this. Please share this, because I want it to get bigger. I don't care about popularity. I really don't. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I could care less. These are the tools I have, so I use them, My YouTube channel is called Real Talk for an Unreal World. That's what it is, I'm just a realist. Nothing is ever going to change because I know who I be. You know what I mean? At some point, if I were to make money doing this, I'd give it all away. I don't care. I just really don't. I want to travel the world, and I want to meet people all over the world, and I want to take this thing with me, and I'm gonna do it. It's just I'm on a journey right now, and I'm taking steps to get to the destination, and I appreciate it. It's cool, Things don't happen overnight, and before in my life, I would just think like, oh, why can't I just travel the world right now? Mind you, I was not clear thinking, but I did that often with many, many things. If I couldn't hit the destination right away, I'd give up. Maybe give a half-ass shot, try once or twice, and then just make an excuse as to why I couldn't do it. Oh, it's hard. Oh, I don't have time. That's another thing. What you mean you don't have time? What you mean? Like, you don't have time? That's crazy, man. Anybody who says they don't have time for their kids, check yourself. You had the kids. Trust me, that all they need is time. Your time. Please don't put work first. I know they made all your homes offices now. How wonderful. Your place of zen, your freedom to be with your family is just turned into the office workspace. Lovely. Like, I can't believe that they did that to people. Many, many people. So remember, home is not work. Home is for family. That's why we call it a home. It's built. You have to build a home, Work has now invaded that. I can appreciate it, but I hope you can separate from that. I just appreciate all the love and support. Really, I do. Anyone who likes, comments, comment. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where this is reaching. I would love to know. I'm not going to stop. This is going to get as big as it gets, It's going to get bigger, for sure, because I'm not going to stop. And each day I have a wonderful thing I think of, and I want to share it. And I'm cool with that, I just really appreciate all the response, and it's really nice, to know that so many people have said they've learned so much or whatever. It means a lot to me, really. This was difficult, but it's getting easier, and I want to get better at it, and I want to bring people on. I want to have conversations with them, and I really want to do this thing for the greater good of humanity, because I really care about people. I care about things, man. I care about children. I care about people. I care about love. I care about honesty. I care about authenticity, and I care about respect. That's all we need. Money, we can work it out together, man. We can work it out together. That's what I'm trying to build, And I know that it takes steps to get to that destination. So if I thought about change in the world, that'd be pretty heavy. I got big shoulders, so I can handle it. But, it'd be heavy. Be heavy. I think that's why people aren't talking about it these days. Not everybody. There's a community that are doing that. But, yeah, I think that's why people aren't talking about it, is because it's heavy. But you know what? It takes time. We'll get there, and I'm cool with that. So I just wanted to share that today, because I learned that today gardening. So that was kind of cool. And if you're looking inside, just take time, But actions, actions speak much louder than words. But you got to have a conversation with yourself first. Do it honestly, okay? Wonderful. I love you guys. I love everybody. So cool. This is really great. Cheers. Ciao.